All right, major news, man, from Chad Simmons, man. We got to talk about this, man. Top quarterback here in Georgia, Brody McWhorter, obviously in the 2026 class, rated as a 3-star. I think on one platform he is a 4-star prospect, but he already has his spring visit set up, and he already has his top 7 schools. So this is what Brody basically has, all right, so here it is. He has Auburn, Mississippi State, Syracuse, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Indiana, and then obviously Colorado. Now, the surprise pick here will obviously be Colorado, right? Because what has been kind of the norm with Coach Prime, he only gets a couple of guys out of the high school. He really using the portal. So he must think really highly of Brody McWhorter and what he can mean to that offense potentially here in the future. Now, obviously, they got Juju Lewis, who's obviously there now. We'll see what happens with Caden Salter, who will be the starter. Should be Caden Salter, in my opinion, but we will see what happens as spring continues to go on and obviously going into the season. But that is a big standout there, too, because he only takes a select few basically high school prospects when he brings him in. He has to think really highly of you and think that you're a dog for him in order to land at Colorado. Next up, obviously, West Virginia is another team to watch for as well. The reason I say that is because initially he was committed to West Virginia before reopening up his commitment, but obviously they remain in his top 7, so that's interesting as well. The team I'm surprised that is not on here, obviously it's probably still new, but is UNC, right? And I say UNC because I think he visited, he went out there. I'm pretty sure he's building a rapport with Coach Belichick. He talked about that relationship there as well. So that's a team I'm kind of surprised that did not make his top 7 potentially going into the future. But that's going to be something to kind of watch for moving forward. But I thought with Coach Belichick going there, obviously North Carolina, they looking to replace some quarterbacks and stuff like that moving forward. I know they got the 4-star that's coming in as well, but I thought they might go after Brody. But that's going to be something to watch. Now, obviously, some other standouts. I could see him in a Syracuse uniform with the orange. He fits that system really, really good. How they like to play air raid, throw the ball. He's a great elite passer in his own right. Ballin went through an injury this past season, unfortunately, for Cats, but they should be right back there. Should be right back in contention this year for, a postseason berth and obviously beyond. So Syracuse is a team I think fits him well, definitely. Now, Wisconsin, coming off the extension of Luke Fickell, all the way to 2032. That's another interesting pick as well. He'd be playing Big Ten football. So him potentially going up there, matching up with them and what they like to do. Predominantly a team that likes to run the ball. They definitely can throw it, but they like to run a more balanced attack. So that's an interesting one as well. Now, to me, in my opinion, I don't have any insight, but I feel like the best fit, and I just feel like he is this, is Auburn. Now, it's interesting because we've talked about Auburn so much on the channel, especially what they got at the quarterback helm. We've talked about Jackson Arnold, right, in a recent video, them potentially being a threat with him at the helm. We talked about Deuce Knight. We talked about Ashton Daniels, right? And obviously we talked about, obviously Deuce Knight, who I just talked about and mentioned as well. But it just seems like he would fit that system so well, right? Well, what obviously Coach Freeze is doing, what they're trying to implement, what they're trying to be about. He just seemed like he would fit that system so well, especially with that talent they're continuing to draw in every single year. Auburn's a team that seems like it would fit him perfectly. But, again, that just seems like the right fit in my humble opinion. That does not necessarily mean he's going to go there. So it's going to be interesting to see. He already has the spring practices coming up. He's already set some officials to a lot of these programs. I believe Colorado I've seen. The Cuse, Auburn, he's still trying to set up a spring visit too, I believe. Everything else he's pretty much set in stone except Auburn, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see. And then Mississippi State, they've been in dire need of a quarterback for quite some time. So that could be another underrated pick as well if he likes what they're building out there. But the key here, two SEC teams, a lot of Big Ten teams here as well. Indiana, Wisconsin, and then only one ACC team with obviously Syracuse, and then Big 12, obviously, with Colorado and West Virginia, man. But that's the latest. That's my thoughts, man. A really good top 7. Surprised UNC is not on there. Obviously with him building a relationship with them. But it's going to be an interesting recruitment to continue to watch. You know what I'm saying? But y'all comment below. Where do y'all want to see the 3-star/4-star prospect potentially land? Do you want him to be an Auburn Tiger? Would you want him out there in Colorado, obviously with the Buffs? Or would you want him in an air raid system, obviously with Syracuse or Mississippi State? Y'all let me know, man. Definitely going to be one to watch, man. Again, this is a top-tier prospect. I think wherever he lands, he's going to be a really great player, for that program. And I've seen him multiple times in person, and the kid can sling it. The kid is elite. But comment below, where will the 3-star/4-star land?